Millions of people take medication for depression, anxiety, and for various forms of psychological distress. For many, they get some relief from their symptoms, and for others, in some cases, it can save lives. But there is a question that is rarely discussed. Does medication actually fix the underlying problem that caused the psychological distress in the first place? And that is a question that nobody has answered. Dr. Joanna Moncrieff, in her book Chemical Imbalance, points out that 80% of people taking medication believe that it's for a chemical imbalance, and they believe that white lie for a very good reason. For decades they've seen it in films as incidental to the plot, in adverts, billboards, and it must be said they were told it in many cases by their doctors. And why is that a problem? After all, we take aspirin if we have a headache. We take insulin if we have diabetes. If you're told by your doctor that your depression or anxiety or insomnia is caused by a fault in your body, you look no further. You take your diagnosis and your medication, and both you and the doctor consider that you have done all you can to fix your problem. But have you? Dr. Joseph Witt-Doering of the Taper Clinic, a board-certified psychiatrist and a former member of the FDA, a medical officer for the FDA, points out that despite decades of research, including brain scans, blood, and post-mortem studies, there is no convincing evidence that depression or anxiety are caused by a chemical imbalance. Sit with that for a moment, if you will. There is no convincing evidence to support the myth of a chemical imbalance. Okay, so what do these drugs do? Because they seem to help in some ways. These medications alter the neurotransmitter function, normal neurotransmitter function, and they may, to a greater or lesser extent, mask your symptoms. Unfortunately, these medications can also produce physical dependence, which is why stopping them is so very dangerous, and you should not try and come off your medication without medical assistance. It can take months or years, and I'll leave a link to Dr. Joseph Witt-Doering and the Taper Clinic in the comments or in the description. So if medication doesn't actually remove the underlying cause of psychological suffering, what actually does? Well, Dr. Joseph Witt-Doering, who's an expert in getting people off of medication, often says that the real recovery, the actual recovery of the psychological distress, means rebuilding three things. You need to rebuild your life, your relationship with yourself and others, your mind, which is the patterns of your habitual attention, and your soul, your sense of purpose, your sense of meaning in life. At the end of the day, medication may help you cope with the journey of life. It may even be the first step on the road to recovery, But no medication can help you rebuild your life, retrain your mind, and restore your soul. Those are things that only you can do. And that was a question that nobody answered. Till next time, be well.